Incorporated, Dallas, PSSM Corporate, and Pyramid Valley International welcome you all to day 132 of Stillness Beat program, your daily dose of meditation and wisdom. So friends, let's begin the session with meditation. So I request all of you to gather yourself. So the method we are following here is Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation. Ana in breath, Apana out breath, and Sati to be with the breath. So which is given by great master Buddha. So we'll be following the breath meditation. So the steps are very simple. Take comfortable posture. Clasp your fingers like this. Cross your feet wherever you are sitting. Close your eyes and be with your natural breath. You can remove your spectacles. We don't need during the meditation. Take your time. Slowly and gently close your eyes. Be aware of the surroundings wherever you are sitting. Any noises outside or inside, just be aware. Let's scan our body from head to toe. Relax your body. Any tension in your muscles, wherever you have any tension, just release. Be comfortable. Relax. Any pain, any tingling sensations in your body, just be aware. Relax yourself. Now slowly bring your attention to the breath. Natural flow of breath. Ingoing and outcoming. Observe your natural breath. The way it is. Do not alter your breath. Just observe. Thoughts will come and go. Let us not dwell in our thoughts. Just observe coming and going of your thoughts. This is our time for meditation. Just tell gently to yourself, everything can wait. Observe your breath. Let us be all serious on our practice. This is our dedicated time of 40 minutes. Everything else can wait. Be with your breath, masters. Natural breath, incoming and outgoing. Be with the breath. Come back to your breath, dear friends. Be an observer. Not judge your thoughts. Let it go. Back to the breath. Last 5 minutes, dear friends. Be with the breath. Now, slowly bring your attention to your heart space. Here at the space of healing. Let us heal our past. Repeat gently after me. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Be with the breath, dear masters. Let us also make the following agreements with our life. I will be impeccable with my words. I will not take anything personally. I will not make any assumptions. I'll do my best at all the times. Be in this silence, dear friends, for next 3 minutes. Be aware of the silence. Last 1 minute. Be with the breath. Slowly bring your palms together and keep it on your eyes for a few seconds. Gently open your eyes. Slowly open your eyes at your ease. No rush. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much for meditating with me. I hope everyone is coming out of meditation. So, friends, let's move on to the next part of the program, wisdom sharing. So, I invite Prithvi to share today's wisdom. Good morning, Prithvi.
Good evening, Sirisha. Thank you. Thank you so much. And namaste, friends. Thank you for meditating. And we are looking at the common sense, which is not so common. And we will see where exactly we lose our common sense and where do we fall prey for the social conditioning. So before I dive into the presentation, I just want you to imagine you are at your best. There's one day you are at your best health. You're doing pretty well. You're very confident, very healthy, and you're just full of charm. And you go on a walk. You just step out of the home, and while you're walking, you just meet a friend. And that friend, as soon as they look at you, he will say that, "What's wrong with you? Is everything fine? You look a little low. Is everything fine with you?" The friend will be a little concerned about you. And immediately your reaction would be like, "I'm absolutely fine. Why I'm absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm doing good." And then you speak for a minute and then you just walk off. That while walking off, you'll be like, "Oh, it's so weird. Why he had to say that?" You just ignore and then you keep walking. And you go a little further after some 5 or 10 minutes, you'll meet another friend. And that friend also, as soon as they look at you, they will be like, "Hey, what's up? Is everything okay with you? Um, you don't look fine. Is your health okay?" Is what they will ask. And immediately, you're not so confident this time. The previous time you were very confident, you said, "No, I'm fine." But this time, you say, "No, no, nothing like that. I'm doing good. There's nothing wrong with me." And then somehow you ignore and then you pass by, but still that thought keeps lingering, like, why two people are saying that I'm not looking good, whereas I'm so confident and I'm so healthy and I'm so full of energy. And with that doubt, you'll be walking again, and after 5 minutes again you will meet another friend, and this time that friend also says, "How are you? Is everything okay with you? Like, you look so low. How is your health?" And this time you're like, you don't even say I'm fine. You will say, "Maybe something is wrong. I don't know. I need to figure out. I don't know. Um, I'm little feeling a little low. Maybe I'll go home and rest." And you'll say that and you will walk off. And by the time you walk back home, three people saying that you're not fine, you will be like, one person may be wrong, but two people, maybe, they might be wrong, but three people, how could they be wrong? So that the doubt after the second person said, "You're not fine," becomes fear. Maybe I'm not fine. And by the time you walk back home, you will be sick. You walk back home as a sick person, feeling not fine, and you go and start resting and start checking with if everything is fine with your health. So, this is how the environment and the people we live around have an influence on us. This is how easily, if something is repeated, even if we know that I'm fine, we start doubting. There's some kind of fear which comes into our being, and we easily start taking the words of people very seriously and we start believing it and we become sick, we allow the influence of the outside to control us. This is the reason why we have been telling that you have to be a master. You have to create your reality and not allow the outside to create your reality, because the influence of outside is so very strong on our mind. We are so unaware of it. So let me share a story. I think a similar kind of story we might have heard about this story. So let me share my screen for it. So in the story, there was a Brahmin and a goat. So he goes to the market and he will see a very healthy goat from the market and he feels so happy and he wants to buy that goat. He buys it, he puts it on his shoulder and he keeps walking back home with a lot of joy because he has got a very healthy, happy um, goat and he could buy it. And while he was walking, there were three thieves who saw this Brahmin carrying the goat, and they wanted that goat because it was so healthy, and they wanted to somehow steal this goat from the Brahmin. And Brahmin was a very healthy man. These three thieves could not actually fight and get the goat. So, what they think is they will make a plan. They want to confuse his mind somehow and get the goat from the Brahmin. So, first, what they make a plan is that one thief, he comes to the Brahmin and he'll say, Panditji, why are you carrying a dog on your shoulder? The Brahmin will laugh. Hey, are you blind? See this clearly. This is a goat. Can't you see? He'll say that and he'll just keep walking. He'll be like, "Hey, such a weird man. He can't see. He's calling a goat a dog." And then he keeps walking. After some time, the second thief comes again and says, Sir, why are you carrying such a dirty dog on you? Um, I don't understand why you want to carry such a dog. Now, the Brahmin becomes slightly uncomfortable. He looked carefully at the goat. Two people had now called it a dog. He was like, one person not seeing it clearly is fine, but two people calling it a dog, a doubt comes in. A little doubt enters his mind. He'll say, No, no, this is a goat. And he starts walking back. He starts continuing to walk. And then this third thief comes and he says, Oh my God, a holy Brahmin carrying a dog. What has the world come to? And this Brahmin was worshipping in the village, and he got frightened by now because if the villagers see a Brahmin carrying a dog on his shoulder, they will stop calling him for worships. They'll stop respecting him, and all these thoughts comes into him, and he'll be like, "Am I really carrying a dog?" Now the fear enters. He will not be able to relax nor believe what he's seeing. The confusion is increased because three people saying that it is a dog. Now, even if he's looking at the goat, he's not able to believe it is a dog. So he fears his image. What if the villagers see me like this with a dog? He throws away the goat. He puts it down and he just wants to get rid of this goat right now. Don't want to have anything. So he walks back without the goat. And the plan of these three thieves got successful. They come, they pick the goat and go away. So finally the total confusion got the the Brahmin to just leave the goat that he bought with so much joy and believe the words of the thieves and walk back with so much confusion and fear back into the village. So the three thieves, they with the strategy they made is to create false belief by repetition. One person saying that you're confident enough that no, this is a dog. I know it. Two people saying it, a little, this repetition coming again. Two people saying it a dog, maybe something is wrong. So the accusation brings some kind of confusion. Three people saying it a dog, now you are like, there's a confirmation, okay, this is a dog. Maybe something is wrong with me. I am not able to see it properly. So the fear seeps in, your image shatters, and you want to protect your image of not being a fool. You give away your direct experience and then walk back with the false belief. This was the strategy of three uh, thieves. Now we need to understand the power of influence. This is where exactly the common sense, the direct experience that we have in life has to play the role. There are so many repeated things which are told to us in multiple ways in media and by family, by social pressures. So all of these things, they take away our common sense, and we start buying the beliefs and thoughts that are told to us repeatedly. Hearing the same claim multiple times, it will create false familiarity and social pressure. Sometimes you don't want to do certain thing, but what happens is, because multiple voices are telling the same thing, it'll challenge your perception. Even though you know what is true, you cannot stand with the truth because there are multiple voices which are challenging your perception, and the fear starts escalating. Once the fear comes in, we respond emotionally. We lose the control of ourself, of our observation, of our awareness. We lose our awareness and we react emotionally. And once we react emotionally, that means we have lost the trust in our own senses. What we are looking at, what we are experiencing. We lose trust about our own self, our own personal experience, and we allow the influence of others to control our reaction. So this is how powerful the environment and people and conditioning which we are living in have an influence on us. This is the reason why we keep telling, be a master, control your um, reality. So the goat had not changed at all. It was the same goat. Only the mind of the Brahmin changed. Your confidence, your presence, your beingness, your worthiness will never change, but your mind can be changed. Your mind can be influenced. Your mind can be controlled and programmed. And this is exactly where you need to rely on your common sense. Jiddu Krishnamurti says very deeply about seeing things clearly. He says that the moment you follow someone blindly, you stop seeing. The moment you buy somebody's belief, even if it is happening, if your direct experience also, you stop believing it, you stop seeing it. Not just gurus, not just scientists, even the family beliefs, the political views, the national identity, the spiritual labels, all of these will become a filter, a colored glass through which you see the reality. And once the mind starts to see through these filters, the direct perception will disappear. Your observation will disappear. Your awareness will disappear. And you will start becoming blind adherents and stop seeking truth. And, and more beautifully, Osho says that most of the people don't actually want truth. What are we really seeking as meditators or being whatever the masters, or even wanting to create our own reality? We are actually not wanting truth. We want comfort, we want validation, we want the belongingness. What happened with the Brahmin? He feared his image in the mind of villagers. And he threw the goat and went back. That's how we do. We fear our comfort, our validation, our belongingness. We fear standing alone with our own perceptions and direct experiences. We don't actually seek truth. That is the reality. Because truth is dangerous. It may destroy your identity. It may destroy your own belief. It may destroy your image. So people prefer what is familiar, even if it is lie, even if it is very uncomfortable, even if it is, not so true. People want to buy it because people don't want clarity. They want comfort over clarity. And that's the reason we settle with conditioning and not use our common sense. We lose ourselves. So, just like the Brahmin, everybody, most of the human beings are not living consciously. They are living through conditioning, repetition, inherited beliefs, and social programming. And they stop trusting their direct experience. This is exactly why we have been telling from the Buddha week, and throughout our sessions, we have been telling the only wisdom, the real wisdom is what you experience directly. Everything else that you hear, everything else that you have read, everything else that you have been conditioned and told is just a borrowed knowledge, borrowed belief systems. Your direct experience, your bhavana, your feeling about the experience is the only truth. So Buddha says, don't even believe my words. Just imagine, forget about anybody else. Buddha is saying, don't believe my words. Please put yourself into practice, experience it, and know it by your own truth, by your own experience. Whatever I am saying about truth may not be the right thing for you, but your experience will give you the truth. So don't rely on the conditionings. Bring your common sense. Allow your senses to make you feel what is right. Trust your direct experience about whatever it is. Don't let the voices, multiple voices, make you doubt and get into the fear. So you need to question, how often do we throw away our own goat, our own self-worth, our own belief system about the abilities that we carry, about how many times we have given up our confidence just because people said you cannot do it. How many times have you thrown away your coat is a question that you need to ponder upon. How many times we have allowed people to influence our reality. So connect to the common sense. Common sense is not blind belief. It is not borrowed opinions. It is not social agreement. Common sense is clear observation without distortion. So living with common sense is the ability to see without being influenced. Read this again. Living with common sense is the ability to see without being influenced and to trust the direct experience more than repeated noise. The repeated noise, what has been followed for generations after generations, may not be true. Your experience might be totally different than what has been followed, but trust your direct experience. That is common sense. So the practical takeaway from today's session is you need to question repeated claims, even if it is widely accepted. Trust direct observation and your personal experience. Be aware of social pressure and emotional influence. Once you get into fear, once you get into the social pressure, the emotions will kick in and the emotions will start, controlling you. You will start reacting emotionally, not with awareness. So be aware of the social pressure and be aware of the emotional reactions that you get into because of the fear. Become aware. Bring your common sense at the moment of the social pressure when you are going through it. And foster independent thinking. This is most important. Our thinking is influenced. Today, though, we don't even think. For everything we Google, for everything we ask AI. And that is a programmed answers that we get. So foster independent thinking, whatever it is, if it is a simple decision of what you want to eat, when you have to drink water, foster independent thinking. Don't depend on the outside influences much. Otherwise, you're giving your control over to the environment to create your reality, and you will not be the master. You will end up suffering. So, with this understanding, friends, let's intend for the day. I request all of you to close your eyes and let's intend for the day. Let me choose to see clearly. Let me not blindly accept what the world repeats. Let me pause, observe, and see for myself. I release the need for validation. I release the fear of standing alone and the habit of following unconsciously. I choose to trust my direct experience. I choose common sense that allows me to live with awareness in the present moment. I allow my natural self be expressed with joy, love, and peace every moment. Thank you. Thank you, friends. Over to you, Sirish.
Thank you, Prithvi, for that wonderful explanation. Thank you. So, thank you, friends, for joining today, and we'll conclude the session here. We'll meet you all tomorrow at the same time. Until then, have a great day ahead. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.